Hey, all, this is Dennis. Hey, just want to give some random thoughts concerning Obamacare. This disaster of a bill is just imploding right now. There's all kinds of reports that like half a dozen states are going to see 100% increase in premiums. Uh, the insurance companies, they're backing out of it because they're losing money on it. You know, even with these high premiums, they're losing money. So that just shows you how screwed up everything is out there. Uh, Still, our president will not acknowledge that this signature legislation of his is a total turkey. Hillary Clinton is trying to play it both ways. She's out there telling the Obama supporters, oh, it's a great plan, we just need to tweak it a little bit. But then she's out there telling the Bernie Sanders supporters that she is in favor of scrapping it for total government-run health care. They call it single payer. It's basically the government running all health care, kind of like what they do at the VA. And you know how well that has worked for us, for our veterans. So where we go from here with this healthcare disaster, who knows? If Hillary's elected president, it's only going to get worse. As long as the government has their hands in healthcare, it's only going to get worse. The only real fix to healthcare is to get the government out of it. As I've said before, the fix for healthcare, a couple things we can do to fix it. First of all, we need to get the government, we need to get the lawyers, and we need to get the insurance companies out of our healthcare. For every dollar of healthcare you purchase, only about 25 cents of that actually goes for healthcare. The other 75 cents is going to the government, it's going to the lawyers, and it's going to the insurance companies. The best thing for our health care would be to get those three people out of it and let us deal directly with our doctor. Instead of paying our office visit through an insurance company, we should be paying it directly. Going to the doctor should be no more complicated than going to get your car worked on. I mean, if you went in for an oil change or a new set of tires, you wouldn't think about running that through your insurance company. Yet that's exactly what we do with healthcare. If you need an oil change for your car, you can look in the newspaper and find out who's got a 1995 special, and you go get your oil changed. We need to have that with healthcare. I mean, if you knew a doctor's office visit was going to cost you $40 or $50 just for the office visit, and you paid it out of pocket, just think of how the savings would be. And then you get it. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to greatly increase the number of doctors we have. Right now, have a critical doctor shortage. Something like half the doctors practicing in America are baby boomers, and they're starting to retire. And a lot of them have moved up, are retiring early because of Obamacare. So we need to go all out on training new doctors to replace the baby boomers. And we need to also, and that should include nurses and other medical technicians. And we just need to greatly increase the whole medical field. I think I seen a stat that says we're turning out something like 4 lawyers to every one doctor. I mean, who in the world needs 4 lawyers to every one doctor? Maybe if you're Hillary Clinton, that might be the case. But for most of us, we would rather have more doctors than lawyers. And so we need to change that around. And I don't see any of the candidates really talking about that aspect of it. I mean, you got to fix the supply and demand part of healthcare. Until that happens, no plan's really gonna work. But those are just a few ideas I have for fixing healthcare. It's not that difficult of a thing. The problem is you got to get politics out of it. The Democrats are just using healthcare as a way of controlling people. They wanted to get you on a healthcare system that the government runs. That way you have to constantly go back to the government for your health care. The last thing in the world they want is for us to deal directly with our doctor and pay our doctor directly and keeping government completely out. That's not what they're in it for. So anyway, that's how you fix healthcare. Just get the government out of it, and it's fixed. It's that simple. But that is going to take a fight, and it also means that we can't have Hillary as president because she will not fight for our healthcare rights. She'll fight for the government right to control healthcare and to dictate to us what that healthcare will be. So anyway, that's what I got. Just a couple words on that, and I'll catch y'all later.